Hi, everybody. It's Boog Shambi. Welcome to the show. Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the New York Yankees going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. About to get started here. Getting the nod on the mound, Vince Velasquez. What's the scouting report on him?
Well, he tried to make it through the fifth inning last time out, but the pitch count just got too high. He ended up taking the loss. That's one of those you just have to.
That one is absolutely belted. Gone! What a start to this one. His latest homer in an incredible season. It's 1-0.
Oh, that one won't stay below the radar. That made a lot of noise.
We take another look as StatCast tells us that ball took off at 110 miles an hour.
And plenty of distance as well. I mean, that was an impressive home run, Boog. He squared it up and knew it was gone.
Don Mattingly stepping in now for the Yankees. Line drive caught. And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. An offense that knows how to mash, Chris. Lots of power throughout the lineup. They're leading the league in homers right now.
Yeah, and I think when you're facing a team like this, pitchers coming in, they see the stats. They end up trying to nibble, trying to work on the edges, trying to expand the zone. And so I think the key, if these hitters can stay within themselves, obviously they have the ability to hit the ball a long way and score runs quickly. So we'll see how it goes in this one.
In the air to left center, Sawinski gliding back, makes the grab, tracks it down after the long run. And there's 2 away.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
It affects the game in so many ways, right? Your ability to come back is usually tied to power. If you can deliver a huge hit with one swing of the bat, it really changes your capability when you fall behind. Swings and crushes one. Right field, way back, and gone. His latest homer in an incredible season. And they add a run. It's 2-0. And that's his 5th straight game leaving the yard.
And Boog, if he goes a game or two without hitting a home run, he's going to feel like he's going to get sit down to the minor leagues. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
So digging in, Reggie Jackson. Didn't play in last night's game. A little breather for him. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning.
No, that one was headed for the gap, but a nice leaping catch. He goes up, perfect timing, and that will end the inning.
Welcome back. Towing the slab in today's game, Randy Johnson, singing he is one of the best to ever do it.
over 5,000 strikeouts, and I think it's in the head of his opponents. It's almost like guys expect a strikeout. Can't wait to watch his electric stuff in this one.
And now Brian Hayes. This ball's chopped on the ground. Posada throws to first in time. And a quick out, number one. We take a check of the Pirates lineup put together by manager Derek Shelton. And a guy having a big year for him, Brian Hayes.
And you got to like this matchup for him as a guy who hits left-handed pitchers as well as anyone, it seems. I mean, he's hitting over 300 against southpaws this season. He's got a good shot to make a big impact against the left-hander on the hill today.
Ji-Hwan Bae, the next to hit, takes ball one. One down, base is empty. Tap to first. They get the tag on him, and that's the second out.
Batting third, the second baseman,
Number five, the next Pirate to hit. Put that 600 slugging into context. The league average usually in the low 400s. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. And he deals. Swings and misses. No balls, 2 strikes. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh. They trail things here 2-0. New inning getting started. Here's a speed threat, Derek Jeter. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Velasquez back to work. Swing and a base hit.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Ken Griffey Jr. digs in now. Second in the AL in home runs. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. Throw to second. Great jump. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. Strike in there. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
I think he surprised everyone in the ballpark, and especially the pitcher. It wasn't a great lead there, but when he took off, I think he caught him off guard. Nice job to get to third.
Jeter, the lone runner, stands at third with no outs. Swung on, belted. That one is back. And out of here. His latest homer in an incredible season. And they add to the lead. It's 4-0.
No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in a spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
Now here is Jorge Posada. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Sawinski going back some more. Bounces off the wall as he makes a great grab. Look how far he had to go that time. What an amazing catch.
He believes that he can get to everything, and that attitude allows the speed to play in well enough for him to run down balls that guys would just play off the hop.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. What a season it's been for him. He has supplied a lot of power and that average. Up the middle. Oh, he gloves it. The throw on the money. Nice play. A great sliding stop. I think we need a breakdown from StatCast to fully appreciate the difficulty of that play.
Yeah, Boog, these numbers show how good of a play it actually was. And that sliding catch was difficult enough, and somehow he still managed a great throw to first. What a play.
Next to hit, Lou Gehrig. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Don Mattingly. Fought off foul. And a pitch. Crushed to right, and that one's going to leave the park. Out of here. Home run. His latest homer in an incredible season. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 6-0.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
And the Pirates manager making his way to the mound now as he will make the move. Vince Velasquez won't go any further. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Number 48 takes over on the mound.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
And now it's going to be Cal Ripken Jr. There's a swing and a drive. And that one hops the wall. Ripken into second, and he's got it doubled.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Babe Ruth. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer in his first at bat. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Gone. He sends it out of here. His second home run of the game, and they boost their lead. It's 8-0. Singy, he's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for him. Man, he is really seeing the ball well in this one. The pitcher knew as soon as that ball left his fingertips, it was trouble. Right on a platter, right down the heart of the plate. I'm sorry, but big league hitters don't miss that pitch.
And here is Reggie Jackson. Fly ball down the line. This has got a chance, and it is foul. Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2.
Well, we can see him muscle up a little bit. He's trying to hit the ball a mile. Got to make sure that he stays within himself so that those mechanics can allow him to hit the ball a long way.
Hard hit, right side. Throw on to Santana. And that'll do it. They bring 9 to the plate and 6 come around to score. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Yankees 8 and the Pirates nothing. Bottom of the second. Here's O'Neill Cruz. The pitch. That one fouled off. Next offering is in for a strike. Freddie Ferguson behind the dish calling the balls and strikes. Caught him looking for the K.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
And the batter now, Jack Sawinski. Swings through that one, 0-1. Swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Here's Miguel Andujar. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Late on that fastball.
1-1.
Just missed. Strike 2.
2-2 the count.
The wind of the pitch. He goes down looking.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Top half of the 3rd inning, and stepping in for the Yankees, Derek Jeter. This guy makes great contact, one of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition.
That one ripped, and it's gone. It just got out of here, and they add a run. It's 9-0. Singy, I hope you saw it because it didn't stay in the air for long.
No, it did, Boog. StatCast telling us 110 miles per hour off the bat, and that's plenty to hit one out if you get enough air under it. As a hitter, you hardly feel the ball when you make contact as solid as he did right there.
And now, Ken Griffey Jr. That's a laser base hit.
Up next for the Yankees, the catcher.
Man at first, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Jorge Posada. He's 0 for 1. Swings and crushes one. Right field, way back, and gone. That was a moonshot. His latest homer in an incredible season. And they add a pair. It's 11-0.
Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Pirates with a new arm on the mound, Rich Hill.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Grounded out to short in his first trip. Hit hard, base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
The third baseman.
So, Singy, let's dive into the numbers, courtesy of StatCast. Do you even feel contact being made when you hit a ball that hard?
No, I don't think so, Boog. I mean, that's just the best feeling in the world as a hitter. You square it up perfectly, and it's like you didn't even swing the bat. And there are times the ball feels heavy off your bat. You know it, but this is not one of those cases. He sent this one flying 114 miles per hour, so that's flexing your muscles a little bit. Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Mattingly, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner, 24 years old, usually a second baseman, but today he's starting at first. Swings and sends a rocket to right. And base hit. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Cal Ripken Jr. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Here's the left fielder, Babe Ruth. Slapped foul. Still only one out here in the inning. Lined, and that's a base hit. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only one away.
He was all over that one. And man, I'll tell you, a line drive like that into the gap just feels so good. It's feedback that you had everything on time and in control from start to finish with your swing.
Next to hit, Reggie Jackson. Santana over to second, on to first, double play, and that's the inning. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And welcome back. And now the DH, Rodolfo Castro.
The designated hitter.
Johnson back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Castro hitting 7th in today's lineup, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. And the pitch. Strike 2. Got him. And now one strikeout away from tying the single season mark. 2 from claiming the record for himself.
Santana.
And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. Chopped out in front of the plate. Throw to first is in time. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd.
Batting 9, the catcher,
Ben Wertvet, the next Pirate to hit. Wertvet measures 5 feet 10 inches, 205 pounds, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2016. And now the lefty swings through that one for strike 2.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
He struck him out. He has tied the record for strikeouts in a single season. Down in order go the Pirates. Hasn't been their day. 12-0. Start of the 4th. Now Derek Jeter. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. The wide to kick the pitch. Ground ball scooped up. Key Brian Hayes tosses to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
now batting, the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr.
So up next, Ken Griffey Jr. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Quick reactions down there at first, and those can be tougher than they look sometimes. There could be all kinds of weird spin or knuckling action on the baseball.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the catcher, Jorge Posada. He might just be the best hitting catcher in the game today.
Well, Boog, he's so valuable, does a good job behind the plate, but offensively, he's a middle of the order.
This one swung on and hit well, way back there. And that one is gone. He's done it again. His 2nd homer of the game. And they tack on to their lead. It's 13-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. When you're lacking velocity, it's so critical that you move the ball around, change speeds, even try to trick the hitter at times. But when you give up a home run right there, manager doesn't have a lot of patience because the velocity's not there to overcome and get the swing and miss.
And now Shohei Ohtani. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That one's got a chance. And out of here. Another one. Back-to-back homers. And they tack one on the board. It's 14-0. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Lou Gehrig. Line drive, base hit. Around first and hustling for second. Well, he thought about 2, but he's back to first safely. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
And the batter now, Don Mattingly. In the air, out towards right center. And one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. They add on as the run scores all the way from first. And the lead continues to grow. The tag, and that's out number 3, inning over. Back here at PNC Park, now batting Key Brian Hayes. The wind of the pitch. Center field. Griffey gets under it and puts the squeeze on that. And there's one away.
The batter, the left fielder.
So digging in, Ji-Hwan Bae. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. That's to third. Slings it across. Already 2 gone here in the home fourth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's some real power at the plate. Number 5. In there, and it's 0-1.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
The Pirates hitless so far in the game. Bounce to the right side. Cal gets it over to first. And that is that. So 12 up, 12 down to begin the ball game. On to the top of the 5th we go. The Yankees lead it 15-0. On the mound now for the Pirates, Johan Oviedo. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Here's a big power threat. Cal Ripken Jr.
The second baseman, Cal Ripken Jr.
And a pitch. Line drive, base hit. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. Babe Ruth stepping in now for the Yankees. Hammered, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Didn't get cheated on that swing and squared it up perfectly. Came off the bat at 111, and when that's the case, the odds are very much in your favor as a hitter.
Man at first with 1 gone, and now the right fielder, Reggie Jackson. And that one hammered. That's back there. And it is gone. His latest homer in an incredible season. And they add on. It's 17-0.
Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a tremendous swing.
One down. Stepping in, the slugging shortstop, Derek Jeter. In the air, left field. Bay makes the catch, and there's 2 away.
The batter, the center fielder,
Ken Griffey Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Bounce to the right. Throw on to Santana. That's the 3rd out. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. Last half of the 5th coming up. You're dialed into the show. Back here in Pittsburgh, John Sciambi with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, O'Neal Cruz. Here comes the pitch. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Pirates just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
And it stays fair. And that rolls into the corner. Around first, heading for 2. And it's a leadoff double for their first hit of the game.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game. But right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Here comes the 0-1. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Cruz stands at second with no outs. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Got him! And there's a new single-season strikeout king in Major League Baseball.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Andujar now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. At the belt and fires. That one's in there. That's strike 2. Next pitch is outside.
It's a good take.
Got it by him for the K.
Now the designated hitter, Rodolfo.
At the plate, Rodolfo Castro. He was a strikeout victim his first time. 0-1.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
That's out to center field. Griffey gets under it. He's got it, and that ends the inning. Pirates leave 1. They're in a wee bit of a hole, down 17-0. And next for New York, Jorge Posada. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
Oviedo back to work. Smoked on the ground to second. To first. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
The batter, the designated hitter, Shohei.
In now is the Yankees DH, Shohei Ohtani. Ohtani measures 6 feet 4 inches, 28 years old. He's a former American League MVP. Fouled off. He was late.
He's got 1 already tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if he pops another one here.
Right-handed reliever. That's ripped. Base hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. It's a double, and he's 3 for 4 tonight.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Lou Gehrig stepping in now for the Yankees.
Beautiful swing in his last at bat. Opposite field knock.
Out towards left center. And an automatic double as it hops the fence. And a run comes in to score.
He puts a great swing on that pitch and drives home the run, and that was always going to be a double, but the bounce over the wall just took the guesswork out of it right away. It was a nice swing.
Pirates with a new arm on the mound. Chase DeYoung.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
Don Mattingly now at the plate. Liner, base hit. Here comes Gary. He will score, and they extend their lead.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. And up next for New York, Cal Ripken Jr. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And a foul ball. DeYoung, a 6'4" righty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, and he works in a changeup. To the left side, but it is well foul.
We'll always know Cal Ripken for the streak, but he was about so much more than that. He really changed the way we think about the shortstop position.
Righty delivers. That one ripped. And out of here. He powers that one out to left. His 23rd of the year. It's 21-0. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Babe Ruth. And that one fouled off.
When Ripken came along, he was not in the mold of a traditional shortstop. He was a big, strong guy. His offense was just as strong as his fielding, though, and he had some pop.
Here comes the 0-1. Oh, and now this one's crushed. This one's on its way and gone. The Rockets 1 to right, and they boost their lead. It's 22-0.
He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
On the mound now for the Pirates, Colin Holderman. And this guy can bring it velocity-wise. Here's some real power at the plate. Reggie Jackson. Lined, and that's a base hit. Derek Jeter stepping in now for the Yankees. Line drive to short and caught.
Now, the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr.
Man at first. Now it's the power speed combo. Ken Griffey Jr. Ripped into right field, base hit. Throw in halts the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Another big game. He's looking pretty much unstoppable at the plate. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Here's the Yankees catcher now, Jorge Posada. Ripped to right, base hit. Reggie chugging around third. The throw won't get there in time, and a run is in to score.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Shohei Ohtani stepping in now for the Yankees. That one hammered but pulled foul. Junior, the lead runner out at second. Posada on at first with 2 down. Line drive. Andujar makes the grab, and that's the inning. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. On to the bottom of inning number 6. Major League Baseball is on the show. Welcome back. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Carlos Santana. The pitch. And first offering is fouled off.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Right side. And that's a fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. And he's there with a leadoff double. Ben Wertvet, the next Pirate to hit. First pitch just misses. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. And a 1-1. Runner at second, nobody out. On the ground to the left. Gets a glove on it in the hole. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
Poor guy. You know he's trying to help out his pitcher, but he's clearly out of position and commits an error right there. I'm sure he's looking over to his skipper and saying, "Get me some help, man. Get me out of here."
Hayes now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. That's a strike, and the count is 0-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly...
And that one is lifted in the air. Ruth settles under it. Puts the squeeze on it. Runner tags from third. They put the tag on him, and that's a double play to end the inning. And welcome back. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Lou Gehrig. The wind and the pitch. Ripped to right center, and that one will leave the park. Out of here. A towering home run. And they add a run. It's 24-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
So up next, Don Mattingly. On a line, base hit.
I mean, come on, have a game. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
Digging in, Cal Ripken Jr. to second for one, and that's two.
I think there's always something pretty about watching a 5-4-3 double play get turned. I mean, just seeing the ball whipped around the diamond with quickness and accuracy, that was nice.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Babe Ruth. And a chance to make some history here, Chris.
Yeah, he's homered 3 times so far, and now he gets another chance, at least we think. We'll see if the pitcher gives him anything to hit. It's so rare to see a 3-homer performance, but even more special for that player to get another chance at the plate to do it again for 4.
And that's in there for strike 1.
Some guys are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
The 0-1. Line drive. That's a base hit out of the left center field. Now he turns and heads for second. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
Now batting, right fielder, Reggie Jackson.
And in scoring position with 2 away. Now it's the right fielder, Reggie Jackson. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touch down for a hit. The run comes in from second, and the lead continues to grow. Throw cut off to third, and he's out. But 1 run does score on the play before the inning ends. So 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and no one left on. 7th inning stretch time.
Leading up for the Pirates, the second baseman, number 5.
The pitch. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
0-1.
Oh and 2 now. Good job to fight that one off. The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Snuck the fastball by him. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Cruz, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. That one's in there, and it's 0-2.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
The 0-2. Goes down looking.
Now, this pitching staff has been merciless against him in this one. I mean, he struck out 6 times in this series, and we've seen no adjustment out of him so far.
Sawinski in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Strike 2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
And a base hit up the middle.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
Now the 0-1. There's a swing and a miss.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Juan Minaya.
And he's been hit pretty hard at times this year, so he's looking for better. Right now, giving up more than a hit per inning.
Derek Jeter getting ready to hit. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply.
He's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
Makes the catch for the out.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Ken Griffey Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. To the right side, and that chance handled. Tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Now batting, catcher, Jorge.
And now the switch hitting catcher, Jorge Posada. Rips one to right. That's a hit.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
So 2 down, and next for New York, Shohei Ohtani. Swing and a laser off the bat. This looks like extra bases. And now let's see if he goes for it. Posada coming home. Throw cut off, now to the plate. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Textbook defensive execution right there. Outfielder hits the cutoff man. Relay throw to the plate.
Back here at the ballpark, on to the bottom of the 8th. To the plate now for Pittsburgh is the DH, Rodolfo Castro. Up the middle. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
First baseman,
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Carlos Santana. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. And here it comes. And a strike.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
Got him looking. And now 2 gone.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Here's the catcher to hit, Ben Wertvet. That one's in there, 0-1. Kicks and fires. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. On the ground to first, Mattingly. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. We go to the 9th. Down the third baseman, Lou Gehrig.
Third baseman, number 4.
The pitch. And a base hit into right center field.
Another hit. I mean, these types of performances at the plate don't come around too often. This is pretty special. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
That one laced to center and a base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
And now, Cal Ripken Jr. This to center field. It falls in, and that's a knock. Run comes in from second, and they extend their lead.
Waste no time there. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
Now here's the Yankees cleanup hitter, Babe Ruth.
Really good piece of hitting last time, going to the opposite field.
Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. Mattingly around third. He'll score, and the lead continues to grow.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
So digging in, Reggie Jackson. Line drive, caught.
Nice swing and good solid contact. That ball was smoked, but needed a little more lift to get into the outfield gap. Maybe a little more backspin.
Derek Jeter will hit next. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. In the air, center field. Sawinski makes the play. Runner tags for home. He's in on the sac fly, and they extend their lead.
No, that's the third run of the inning, and these guys are doing a nice job of executing at the plate right now.
New arm out of the bullpen, Harleen Garcia. Hasn't pitched in the last 3 days. Now here is Ken Griffey Jr. In the air, right side. Andujar settles under this one. Puts the squeeze on that one, and that'll end the inning. Bottom of the ninth coming up, and we'll see if he can complete the shutout after the break. We head to the bottom of the ninth. Now at the plate, Ke'Bryan Hayes. And there's the strike.
It's 0-1.
And a strike in there.
Man, he is just dialed in right now. Every pitch thrown with so much conviction.
Swing and a ball popped up. Jeter sizes this one up, makes the grab on the run. And there's one down. So up next, Ji-hwan Bae. In there for strike one.
0-1.
Swing and a pop up in foul ground. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. The 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. The punch out there, 2 out.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Now it's the second baseman, number 5. And this is very likely the last chance he gets to keep his hitting streak alive. And that's in there for strike one. Ripped on a line. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees take this one in a blowout.
It has become increasingly difficult to throw a complete game shutout because of all of the offensive prowess that these hitters are showing around the league today. But he had total command of this game, and he saw it all the way through to the end. Nice win.
So this one got a little out of hand for Chris Singleton. Stopping by.